Good morning.
Good morning.
This is a bit weird, actually. We're on the phone because actually I think it's a bit clearer on the phone. I watched one of the live streams
Actually,
the
it is
other day.
actually.
It was clear.
How are you?
How are you all this fine 20th of December?
I just want to thank someone this morning. I want to thank my sister on this for the last year on our live streams.
Oh my gosh, it must be Christmas. That does not very often.
My sister on this.
What brought that on?
You got to thank those. You got to thank them.
Oh, thank you very much. I'd like to thank you for.
There's probably a list. There's probably a list.
I'll have to think about that one. Good morning, everybody. So it's the 20th of December, and this morning we're talking about, this is what the title I put up. It's been really on my heart the last couple of weeks, the impact of one.
Wow, it's my...
There's a beautiful song, and I highly recommend you go and seek it out. And it's called, unusually, it's called The Carol of Joseph. And it's by King and Country. And can I just say to you this Christmas, if you do anything, take 5 minutes and listen to that song. And it's just reflect, King and Country are very good at this kind of thing. They reflect on the experience of Joseph at the birth of Jesus.
Wow.
And I've been really thinking, you know, we've talked about this before, I know we have, but we underestimate the power or the impact of the choices we make every single day. And when I listened to that carol, you know, I was worshiping the Lord, and I was just thinking about those two people that made almost like they actually surrendered their lives. They gave their lives, you know, to carry Jesus, to raise Jesus. And, you know, Joseph had lots of options along the way. He had lots of ways he could have walked away and said, I'm not doing this, I'm not getting involved, I just don't. And sometimes we do that. That's the choice we make. We're just like, I don't really need this hassle. I don't really need this aggravation. Why would I get stressed? Why would I? Like, he put himself really on a front line for us.
Wow.
Well, for Jesus, in order to serve God, in order to honor God, in order to be obedient to that angel.
Yeah, you have to remember, he went against everything.
He did,
even from a Jewish perspective.
Yeah, absolutely.
Jewish tradition, Jewish religion. So he literally went against the grain in every situation. So his choice at that moment would change our lives.
Yeah, and really for me, okay, I know I've been talking a lot about this the last weeks, but it's really been, I don't know, I've just had a beautiful Advent season with God, and I've just been so, I felt sometimes at times I'm almost standing in Bethlehem just watching this beautiful scene unfold. And just when I'm listening to that carol, and I'm thinking about Mary and Joseph. And for me, the picture I see at Bethlehem, at that stable, in those two people, is obedience. At the end of the day, the angel spoke to Mary, and Mary said, you know, as you said, be it unto me. The angel spoke to Joseph, the command of God to Joseph, and said, you know, don't be afraid, take Mary, go. And he did it. See, you forget that. We just read the story and we go, so the angel spoke to Joseph. Joseph gets up, goes, all right, what am I doing? What an idiot. I'll just go and do that. It's not like that. No. The reality is you're in this crisis. You're in this stressful situation. He's in this, you know, do or die situation, really stressful, life-transforming decision. Will he marry her? Will he not marry her? Will he stand with her? Will he not stand with her? The angel of the Lord comes to speak, and he still has a choice. He could have still said, no, I'm not up for this. I'm just going to marry somebody else, settle down, everything will be ordinary. I'll just be a carpenter. I'll just work here and everything. But he chose to honor God, and he chose to be obedient to God.
Well, let me bring it down to air level.
Sorry.
No. What should I say? My experience.
Yeah.
I remember being in Bible college, and I remember a person confronting me on a situation that I was or circumstance that was in my life. And I remember that person really confronting the situation. I remember her saying to me, it was actually in the kitchen, she says, now you have a choice what path you're going to take here.
Yeah, choose.
And she said to me, now I'm telling you, if you go this way, this is what's going to happen. But if you go that way, this is what's going to really happen.
Yeah.
And I remember walking out thinking, I need to really make a choice here. I need to make the right choice here.
Yeah. Scary.
And I remember thinking, okay, if I do this choice, it's going to cost pain, but if I do this choice, it's going to cost pain. But looking back 20 odd years ago, I made the right choice that she actually challenged me on to do. So I thank God that that person had the courage to confront my situation and enabled me to make the right choice.
Right. But can I say something there? Now fast forward. Now press fast forward and go 20 years later and think about the lives that have been touched through your obedience. So like Pat's nephews have just recently come to the Lord and just gone through so much. And like those lives have been transformed
Yes.
because of that choice. And that's the point today. Like Jesus came and you know, he was the one that paid the price and the sacrifice and all of that. But in that process, there were individuals like you and I that had to make a choice to be obedient to the will of God.
Well, can
And
I
they
just,
impacted
can
our
I just
lives.
say this, Troy? So we're closing 2023 soon, you know? Or 22, is it 22?
22.
We're going into 23. It's never too late
No.
to make the right choice.
Amen. That's right.
And the choices that we make now
Yes.
will have a huge impact in 2023.
Yeah.
So I would really encourage
beyond.
you, even if you've made all the wrong choices up to this point, up to the 20th of December,
Yeah, that's right.
you've got literally another 10 days or something left in the end, for the end of this year. You can still make the right choice.
Yeah. Choices, obedience, and then the key to it all. Sometimes we can't make the right choice for ourselves, but think about the people in the future it will impact. And I'll just say this as I close. If you think that your choices today don't impact anybody, think about Eve. Just think about Eve. She thought what she was doing that day was just affecting her. And we're here thousands of years later, reaping the repercussions of the choices she made that day. So the choices you make today, no matter how small, might be to be kind to somebody at the supermarket, might be to just, whatever it is, I don't know. It might be to go to somebody's house today and bless them financially. Whatever it is, it might be to go to someone's house and just tell them that you care about them, to pray with them. Whatever it is, the choices you make today can have a massive impact in the future. And I think every one of us on here, definitely I can say this, there are many people that touched my life that probably this day don't even realize by simple choices that they made. So,
well, all those years ago, 20 years ago, I remember walking out of that kitchen, sitting down and taking a few minutes to think, okay,
what am I going to do?
What am I going to do?
Yeah.
And you know, I'd really encourage you, sit down, take your time and think, okay, what choice am I making come the close of 2022 that's going to impact lives in 2023?
And every choice matters.
Amen.
Every choice matters. Joseph made that choice that day. Joseph made that choice today. And honestly, looking forward to shaking his hand in heaven and saying, thank you for that choice. Thank you for being obedient to the will of God in your life. And to Mary as well. We know that it's Jesus we'll worship, but it's them we'll shake their hands and say,
very good.
Well done. Good choice. So glad you did it. Making me emotional. God is so good, isn't he? God is so good. Let's just rejoice this Christmas season at the obedience, the sacrifice, and the beautiful picture of love that we see at Bethlehem. So God bless you all. Have a great day, and we'll see you on
Thursday.
See you Thursday. God bless you all. Take care. Bye.